Hey guys, it's me Parth. Our today's video is on our environment. So get ready to find out what it is, how it works, and how we can keep it safe. So let's begin on our today's first question will be what is our environment? Our environment is everything that surrounds us. It includes both living and non-living organisms like plants, animals, air, water, land, soil, microbes, insects, birds, human beings, soil, sand, climate, weather, water, everything. It's the sum of all conditions that affects the development and the life of an organism or and the group of organism, and it's constantly changing. So let's move on. Next slide. What makes up our environment? There are two components which makes our environment. Biotic component and abiotic component. So what's the biotic component? It includes all living organisms around us such as trees, microbes, insects, birds, people, etc. These living organisms are known as biotic components of the environment. So now, what is abiotic components? It includes non-living things such as soil, rocks, air, water, light, weather, rainfall, nutrients, etc. These non-living things are the abiotic elements of our environment. Together, biotic and abiotic components make up our fundamental life support system called environment. Our environment helps us to survive by providing us with air, water, food, medicines, clothes, timber, etc. I hope you understand. Let's move on next slide. So interaction between biotic and abiotic factors. In any environment, living and non-living components are constantly interacting. These interactions are crucial for the functioning of ecosystem. First, biotic elements. It includes plants, animals, fungi, bacteria, etc. Then second, abiotic components. These are non-living things like sunlight, water, temperature, soil, air. Biotic and abiotic factors are depend on each other for a survival. Example, the plants need sunlight and water for growth. Uh, like that, also the second example, earthworms help to make the soil fertile. The constant interplay creates a dynamic and the interconnected system. So let's move on. Next slide. Ecosystem, where things interact. So, the ecosystem is the community of the living organisms interacting with their non-living environment. This interaction creates a complex web of life where energy and the nutrients flow through various pathways. Basically, ecosystem is the food web or the food chain. An ecosystem comprises of the interrelationship between living organism and their physical environment. So there are there are three components which are involved in this ecosystem. First, producers. Organisms like plants that produces their own food through the photosynthesis, forming the base of the food web. These plants are very important for this ecosystem. The food web is based on these producers. Second, consumers. The consumers are humans. Organisms that obtain energy by feeding on other organisms. This includes three components: herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. This is also the important part of food chain or food web. Third, decomposers. Organisms like bacteria and fungi that break down dead organ. organisms, organisms recycling nutrients back into the ecosystems. Then it again turn into the producers, then it again turn into consumers, then again decomposers. So this is the basic food web or food chain or ecosystem. So let's move on next point. Components of environment. Our environment is the complex system comprising natural elements, human social structures, and the human made alterations, all the interacting in the diverse, diverse ways. Natural environment. These are areas that exist natural on the earth with the minimal to no human intervention. They include forests, deserts, oceans, mountains, and the untouched landscapes. These are very important. Natural environment give us the oxygens, water, rainfall, etc. Second, human environment. This is basically the social, culture, economic aspects of the human interaction. They refer to the communities, societies, and the relationships we form. Third, man-made environment. Basically, it is a huge, big structures made by the humans like cities, towns, roads, and etc. So let's move on next point. The Earth sphere. Earth sphere is very important. The Earth sphere contains the four components: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and the biosphere. First, lithosphere. The solid, rocky outer layer of the Earth. Think mountain valleys and the ocean floors are the lithosphere. Lithosphere, lithosphere, it consists mainly of rocks, minerals, oceans, and continents also form a part of lithosphere. Second, hydrosphere. The hydrosphere comprises the various sources of the water, fresh as well as saline, found in the different types of water bodies such as rivers, lakes, wetlands, seas, oceans, polar ice caps, etc. Hydrosphere is the essential for the living organisms. Third, atmosphere. Atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. It consists of gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and the dust and water vapor. The atmosphere traps the heat of the earth and also prevents the ultraviolet means UV rays of the sun from affecting us. Then fourth, biosphere. The biosphere is the narrow land where all together meet. All plants, animals, species together make up a biosphere or the living world. It is a narrow zone. Interact with each other to support life. So it's the four spheres of the earth. So let's move on next point. Natural versus man-made environment. This is the big debate all around the world. Natural environment created by the nature, untouched humans, contains the forests, rivers, mountains, etc. And the man-made environments are the big roads, environment, buildings, cities, and the big structures created by the humans for their needs, wants. Let's move on next point. Human impact, the pollution. Humans are selfish. They are making so many pollution around them. Air pollution, water pollution, land pollution. These are three main pollutions are made in our surrounding. First, air pollution caused by the smoke, dust, harmful gases present in the air. Third, second, water pollution caused by the chemicals, trash, and the sewage. It's mainly caused by the factories and and also the tourists which throw the waste on the sea or the riverside banks, etc. The next point, human impact, deforestation and erosion. Deforestation is cutting down of the forest faster than they can regrow, as you can see in the picture. Second, soil erosion. Soil erosion is the wearing away of the topsoil by the wind and water. It removes the topsoil of the wind and water. As we know that the topsoil contains the rich nutrients and the fertile soil, so it will damage to our ecosystem and our plants and our food web. So let's move on next point. Let's protect our environment. Like we are polluting our environment, so let's protect our environment. Practice the clean habits. Keep our surrounding clean. Please don't throw your trash on the roadside. There I seen that very in large area the dumping gardens are there, so please don't make that dumping gardens. Second, dispose of waste properly. Our government has given the rule that we have to make the 3 or 4 dustbins for the different waste like electric waste, medicine waste, hospital waste, and etc. Third, plant trees. We have to plant the trees for our next generation. For us, we have to plant our trees. Fourth, conserve the water. Don't waste the water. If you have not need of water, so please off the tap. Even the simple actions can make a big differences. So thank you for listening me carefully. I hope you enjoyed learning about our environment. Your actions can make a real difference. So please keep our environment clean. I Please like, share and subscribe for more. Bye.